Typing for 8 hours straight shouldn't feel like a medieval torture device for your wrists, but if your hands are aching by 3 in the afternoon, your standard flat keyboard is probably the culprit. Upgrading to a truly ergonomic keyboard is a total no-brainer to boost your home office productivity. Today's list features a budget pick that offers insane value, as well as the ultimate in-game board that might just save you a trip to the physical therapist. But before we get to the ranking, here are 3 massive traps that will waste your money if you do not know what to look for. I'm your host from Tech Evaluator, and today we are fixing your desk setup for good. Let's talk about how to buy an ergonomic keyboard without getting scammed. Trap number 1 is the wrist rest band-aid. Many people think buying a standard, straight keyboard with a cushy palm pad makes it ergonomic. It doesn't. You need a layout, whether a wave or a true split, that actually keeps your wrists in a natural, neutral position. Trap number 2 is the high-profile strain. You might see a cool split mechanical keyboard, but if it has a high metal profile and you don't use a wrist rest with it, it will force your wrists to bend upwards. Always ensure your setup has proper palm support. Trap number 3 is the connectivity nightmare. Real talk, relying on a cheap Bluetooth chip in 2026 is a recipe for missed keystrokes during important Zoom calls. You need reliable multi-device support or a rock-solid wired connection. Don't worry, every product on my top 5 passes this test perfectly. All right, enough talking, let's kick things off with number 5. Kicking things off at number 5, the Perixx PERIBOARD-512B is the absolute best choice if you are on a strict budget but desperately need relief from wrist pain. At just $44, this wired keyboard features a true split-key ergonomic design and a 3D curved layout. One buyer mentioned they could barely type for an hour without their forearms burning, but after grabbing this Perixx ergonomic keyboard, they pulled a 4-hour marathon typing session with zero discomfort. It uses tactile membrane switches with 4.2 millimeters of key travel. It feels a lot like a Brown mechanical switch, giving you that satisfying tactile feedback without the massive price tag. Best bang for your buck, hands down. Now, here's the deal on the downsides. It is a bit on the loud side for a membrane board, and it takes up a solid 19 inches of desk space. The standard wired USB connection also means you cannot seamlessly swap between a PC and a laptop. The solution? Just route the cable cleanly under your monitor stand, and if the typing noise bothers you, a cheap desk mat absorbs the sound beautifully. If you want a reliable, best ergonomic keyboard for work without breaking the bank, this is a fantastic starting point. Coming in at number 4, the KINESIS Freestyle2 is your go-to option if you have broad shoulders and standard fixed keyboards force you to hunch inward. For $95, this isn't just a mildly curved board, it is a true split ergonomic keyboard. The 2 modules can physically separate up to 9 inches. One remote worker noted they finally got rid of their back pain because they could place their tablet right between the 2 halves while keeping their arms perfectly aligned. The custom low-force membrane switches are highly responsive, which drastically reduces finger fatigue during those long coding or writing sessions. However, there is a catch. Out of the box, it lies completely flat, and some users noted that the standard key layout takes serious getting used to. Especially the left side hotkeys that can feel a bit out of place. Also, to get the absolute best comfort, you really need the palm supports, which are sometimes sold separately. The workaround is simple. Invest in the palm supports and the tenting kit. Even though it costs a little extra, the ability to completely customize your hand splay and rotation makes it an amazing investment for your body. It is plug and play for Windows, making it a reliable split keyboard ergonomic setup for your home office. Sliding into the number 3 spot, the Logitech Wave Keys is the ideal match if you want a natural wrist posture but do not want a massive piece of plastic taking over your entire desk. Priced at a very reasonable $59, this compact wireless keyboard features a unique wavy design and an incredibly plush memory foam palm rest. I read a review from a graphic designer who was battling bad tendinitis. They switched to this Logitech ergonomic keyboard, and the natural forearm position completely changed their daily work life. Plus, it runs on standard batteries that literally last up to 3 full years. You can connect via Bluetooth or the Logibolt receiver and seamlessly switch between your PC, Mac, and iPad. But let's look at the limitations. Because it is a compact layout, the arrow keys and number pad are squished together. If you have extremely large hands, this board might feel a little cramped. A few users also reported the connectivity dropping occasionally. To avoid issues, keep the Logibolt receiver plugged directly into your computer rather than a USB hub, and use the Logi Options Plus app to remap your shortcuts. If you want a whisper-quiet, most ergonomic keyboard for small workspaces, this is fantastic. Securing the runner-up position at number 2, the Keychron Q11 Ultra is the ultimate weapon if you refuse to compromise on build quality and want the absolute best split ergonomic mechanical keyboard on the market. At $239, this thing is an absolute beast. It features an ultra-fast 8,000 Hz polling rate, a fully CNC machined aluminum body, and an advanced dual-chip wireless sync. Because the 2 halves communicate wirelessly, you can snap them together as a standard 75% layout or split them far apart to match your shoulders. One programmer actually uses just the left half as an ergonomic one-hand keyboard for gaming and pushes the right half away. With hot swappable silk foam red switches, sound dampening foam, and per-key RGB backlighting, typing on this feels incredible. This is an absolute game changer, literally. However, remember trap number 2 from our buying guide? Out of the box, this high-profile metal board has 0 palm support.
To keep this truly ergonomic, you absolutely must purchase a pair of wooden or foam wrist rests to go with it. Of course, perfection does not come cheap. $239 is a heavy investment, and the metal frame weighs quite a bit, making it terrible for travel. Furthermore, setting up advanced custom macros can seem intimidating at first, but the fix is built in. Just use the Keychron Launcher web app. It requires zero software installation and makes remapping keys or tweaking the dual control knobs a breeze. If you demand a premium, uncompromising typing experience, this Keychron ergonomic keyboard is stunning. Taking the crown at number 1, the Logitech Ergo K860 is the absolute undisputed king of ergonomic keyboards for anyone looking to fix their posture without a massive learning curve. Coming in at around $120, this board features a sweeping curved keyframe and a pillowed wrist rest made of high-density foam that feels like an absolute dream. It physically elevates your wrists to reduce bending and promotes a completely relaxed, natural typing angle. One video editor noted that the transition from a flat keyboard to this curved design eliminated their wrist pain in just 3 days. It easily pairs with your PC, MacBook, or iPad via Bluetooth or the Logibolt receiver. So, what is the catch? Well, it takes up a massive footprint on your desk, and unlike our Keychron pick, the keys are tactile membrane, not mechanical.
Honestly though, the sheer comfort and the productivity boost from the Logi Options Plus app make it unbeatable. You can set application-specific profiles to streamline your workflow. If you want the ultimate, most comfortable typing experience on the market, the Ergo K860 is the undeniable champion of 2026.
There you have it, the top ergonomic keyboards to save your wrist this year. If you are ready to upgrade your home office setup, you can find links to all these products in the description below. If I helped you find your next keyboard, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives. I am your host from Tech Evaluator, and until next time, keep your posture right and your typing fast.